So, Group B. Let's talk Group B. Oh, man. Spain. Congratulations to Spain. Congrats to Spain, as Spain have qualified for the World Cup directly as predicted, though. I did predict this. Sweden looked good. They looked good, but they wasn't able to keep the momentum going. Losing to Greece, losing to Georgia, like it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable to lose to these teams. And no disrespect to Greece, no disrespect to Georgia, but you just can't lose to these teams when you have crunch games like this. You see what I'm saying? And Sweden, they deserve to be where they're at right now. They're still in contention to qualify for the World Cup, but look, you make it hard for yourselves. I think Sweden just loves to do things the hard way, right? And as I mentioned, you Google, you put in the hard way in Google, you'll get Sweden as well. Just search the hard way. Sweden would pop up because that's what they love to do. You see what I mean? That is exactly what they love to do, and they go into the playoffs again. The playoffs is not anything new for Sweden, right? Because if we go from recent memory, let's not go too far back and confuse ourselves. Let's go from recent memory in the 2018 World Cup cycle, where they got into the playoffs and they played against the seeded team, Italy. And Italy, it was no problem for them. They prevented Italy from qualifying for the World Cup. And Sweden could definitely be the same once again. What if Portugal gets Sweden? What if they get Sweden? You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing you gotta actually think about. Let me just double check the FIFA rankings right now to see what are the possible matchups that we could possibly we could have right now. So we check UEFA, right? We check UEFA. Portugal are ranked 8th. They will be seeded. There's the Netherlands. They might get into the playoffs too. Who knows? Switzerland. Well, Portugal will avoid Switzerland, I think. I think they'll avoid Switzerland. They might just avoid Sweden as well. So yeah, they might just avoid Sweden. I think they'll avoid Sweden because Sweden is ranked very high these days. North Macedonia. Then there's actually Scotland. There's Turkey and Norway. There's Russia, there's Austria, there's the Czech Republic, there's Ukraine. Those teams could actually be unseeded going into the draw. So that's just a glimpse of what could actually happen. Just something brief. So, yeah, Sweden, they'll avoid, they won't be playing against a team like Portugal or one of the big guns. They'll actually get a smaller team to, play against. So who knows? They might just qualify. But nothing's guaranteed right about now. But Spain 1, Sweden 0. I did talk about these games during the watch along already, so I'm not going to get too deep into this. You could go check out the reactions on the channel. We'll definitely appreciate that. But well done by Spain. I think Sweden were actually, the better of the two teams in the final third in terms of creation. They didn't have a lot of the balls, but Forsberg, he was very wasteful on the day, man. He had some great opportunities and didn't take the chances. A few bad touches as well. Zlatan came on, didn't do anything. Alexander Isak didn't show up, on the day in the land where he plied his trade. And it was just a very, poor last few games for the Swedes. Alvaro Morata came off the bench to tap in a ball off the post after Dani Olmo's strike, almost went in. That was a brilliant ball strike by Dani Olmo. Spain would have gone through with a draw anyways. And Sweden, they were squandering their chances. So I think Spain do deserve to go through. They lost to Sweden, but they fought back well, and they pick up the necessary results that, require them to actually qualify directly to Qatar. 19 points, and the 2010 champions are back to vie for the biggest title in world sport, arguably. So hard luck to the Swedes. They go into the playoffs. Greece, they actually come in third. Good try for Greece there. They drew their game against Kosovo 1-1. Georgios Moussouras in the 44th minute. Amir Rahmani in the 76th. And for Kosovo, you know what I mean? They perform respectably. They come in last in the group. Georgia playing spoil sport there to Sweden. They finish on 7 points where they picked up 2 wins. And look out for the name Karavatskhelia and Tiashatvili, I think his name is. Those guys are quality players, man. Quality players. I think they both have like long hair. You know, long hair that's, you know, bangs that's coming over their eyes and things like that. You know, weird looking dudes, right? You see what I'm saying? Napoleon Dynamites in that Georgian team. So, look, that is it for Group B. It's been decided. Congratulations to Spain. And Luis Enrique, he was actually jumping and celebrating and hugging up the players and everything. It means a lot to him because as, you know, a newly appointed manager, like recently appointed manager, after there was a, you know what I mean, musical chairs after Lopetegui gave up the job and a few other managers were in charge. He took charge. He had a spell out because I think his daughter ended up dying, if I'm not mistaken. And he went through a lot, man. He went through a lot. So congrats to Luis Enrique. And, you know, it's a lot of strength for him to come back and manage this team and not walk away. And did what he did at the Euros, in the Nations League, and now taking Spain to yet another World Cup. So congrats there. Jan Anderson in Sweden, you have to do it the hard way.